What's happening with it, y'all? What's happening with it? We're going to catch up and have a live about this. Talk about this Nancy Guthrie case and the failures of the sheriff. But we have to talk about some of these YouTubers that's been going on because, you know, in a case like this where it's very disturbing, we have to have some laughs about it at the same time now. We have to keep a little bit of comedy in our life. So come on in here, hit the somebody say anything. I'm doing this vertical live. Somebody just come on here and say something. The beginning of these are always weird. I feel like I'm talking to myself until I see somebody. So yeah, I want community moderation. 13 people in here. Nobody says nothing. Vibrator. What's happening, Mama? I appreciate it. There they go. Skippy Row. What's happening, guys? Volume good. Give me a 1. Yeah, so the Nancy Guthrie case is getting nuts. I think that sheriff has to go, man. The guy's a complete moron. I mean, it's been exposed. We've been seeing it. But we got to continue. But before I want to talk about like the actual case, there's something that we have to talk about. It's absolutely comical. It's absolutely comical. I just want to wait until a couple more people are in here, right? Because I thought this was fucking hilarious. Okay, you have. We're gonna wait for a few more people to get in here before we do that. What's happening? I'm a married friend. What's going on? So I was on Twitter and some people were tagging me about this clip. It was actually on Shay B's clip on Twitter, and I seen Dolly Vision rushing to some scene, right? So he's out there, and I've seen him hold an umbrella once, and then I saw him out there restreaming JLR, right? That's all I've seen, right? But I see this clip where he's rushing to the scene. I guess he thinks he has breaking news, right? So he gets there, and the moron rushes to some sort of an accident, right? And it's very telling, the rest of everything he says, right? He thinks he's got the breaking news. He's going there. He's literally live streaming somebody's like tragedy, like literally like a traffic death, right? And he's like, "What's this stuff they put on the road? There's like you know, they have stuff on the road, like." You moron, that's what happens all the time when semi trucks hit people. It's what cleans up the oil. It's what cleans up all types of fluids. It's a common thing. You think you know this, right? But the thing is, he's reporting on the Nancy Guthrie thing. He goes to a traffic accident, right? And that's all the clip that I see. But I do remember him grifting off people to get out there, right? And then I hear that, I guess, I don't know if it was from that traffic accident or not, the dude apparently saw a dead body, and then he went home. He got scared and went home. How are you covering true crime and going live on the scene to show people, or whatever your claim is? It's all a grift. I can clearly see what it is, but how are you going to these scenes and stuff? You know, you very well may see a dead body. This is a possibility, right? But he gets all scared. He runs off, right? I mean, this dude's clearly from the streets. He's clearly in and from the streets. We can tell by this, right? And apparently, in the form of running off, he sprained his ankle, and that was the grift and excuse he gave to the subscribers who paid for him to go there. But he told on himself because he makes a clip of trying to show off his car or whatever, and I mean, you can clearly see his ankles are very strong, and there's no problem, there's no limp there. So this was all a grift, and there's been a lot of people grifting off this case left and right. I mean, let's keep it real. The guy from TMZ is he's straight putting out fake news at this point. This dude's just making shit up, right? He's making shit up at this point, left and right. It's out of control. They said 3 people detained. Listen, man, from somebody who's actually been arrested, I have never in my life been detained, not arrested for 8 hours. I would tell those police to suck something, right? You can't hold me for all this time. They got these people detained. They don't have the right people. Obviously, we know this. the sheriff, this guy, the sheriff, the sheriff is so bad, he's willing to do a press release, but only for some Bitcoin at this point. That's not true, but it's almost, you feel like it is, because this is a complete clown show. The dude, the sheriff dude, we find out that the FBI sues the guy, or look, I'm sorry, not sue, investigated him at some point, and the dude has a massive ego problem. All the fucking people in the sheriff's office that work there are doing these interviews and telling us that. The dude's sending DNA. It's crazy as hell. Something just is not right. Been saying that. I've been saying that Nancy Guthrie is not alive. Oh, that's another thing. We'll say that. I'll tell you that in a second. I've been telling people she's not alive and the dude's in Mexico. 1,000%. There's no way possible it's not that. There's no way possible it's not that. Because he's in Mexico. This is my theory. But the guy, the sheriff goes, what'd he do? He says, what the fuck did this idiot do? He goes, he gives an interview, right? This guy gives an interview and he says two really stupid, very stupid things, right? He says, this is an open investigation and we need the public's help. The public is going to be the people to solve this. You're basically telling people that you don't have a fucking thing. I mean, we don't know what's going on with the DNA right now, but you're basically telling people that you don't have anything, right? And we already know you've been arguing with the FBI. And the comical part is he was going to do a press release, but the FBI is like, no, don't do that, right? And they got him to stop. But in another fucking, I don't know if it was the same interview or whatever, this guy says, this moron goes, Nancy Guthrie, it might take weeks or months or several months to find her. And the reporter's like, well, do you think she'll be alive? People, she's 84 years old. 84 years old. There's her blood on the floor. They didn't take her meds. And he's talking about it might take weeks or months to find her. So no wonder the FBI is like, dude, stop talking, right? This guy is a clown, man. They got to fire this dude. I mean, but the thing is, they can't fire him. It's his case. It's crazy. Oh, I'm glad you say that. So look at this dumbass. All the turtle people come in here. It's comical, right? I'm not even going to read that one. I'm just going to post a video. I made a video. So let me say this to this moron, to Mike Stevens 7018. I love JLR and Dolly. This is 2026. YouTube is the new future. Yeah, so you love a dude who... So there's going to be a video dropping, right? And I want you to specifically watch it, right? Because JLR is sucking a soda bottle. He's sucking a soda bottle and acting like it's Hitler, right? And this is the guy that you just told me that you love him, right? So, I want to know, can you comment on that? Can you give me a little comment back on that? I want to know, it's 26, right? And this is the future. So you support a guy that wants to give head to Hitler. I'm just trying to understand it correctly. Now, you're going to tell me that I'm lying, and you're probably then going to tell me that I'm jealous because JLR has more subscribers than me. Well, by your own logic, you would be jealous of me because I have more than you, so that doesn't make any sense. But I don't suck off Hitler. But I just want to show this moron who has came to YouTube and doesn't know any of the key players and the assholes in this community exactly who JLR is. I am actually not jealous of him. I want him to have 8 million subscribers because I'm going to keep playing this video. And then the other video where he's smelling that old lady's shitty panties. Think about this. There's people in this community that know of JLR smelling an old woman's panties. I've played the video. I've exposed it. But he's out there searching for, wait for it, Nancy Guthrie. Make it make sense. Is he out there to find panties or the woman? But to this moron who comes into my chat, you have to watch something because I know you're still watching this. You haven't clicked away. I've obviously had your attention at this point, And so it's kind of on me to owe you an explanation. I have to actually owe you, because I could be lying. I could just be lying. So, you can't take a YouTuber for face value, or everything that I'm saying would be contradictions, right? But it's people like you who have blind faith. It's people like you who support these people. Did you write anything about Hitler? No, nothing yet. Didn't think so. But I just want to show you really fast that you support a guy who wants to suck off Adolf Hitler. Yes, gay-like, totally gay-like. Are you in the LGBT community? Is that what you are? Don't know. But I want to tell you who you support, not me. So here, real fast, we'll watch JLR saluting Hitler, trying to give Hitler a blowjob through a soda bottle, and this is who's giving you your news. Let me just fast forward to the good part. Who's that? Is that the guy that you're watching?
So, I'm not going to debate you. I just want to show you.
Sure is. Look at that stud. That'd be me. Oh, I'm not doing any weird stuff. Please hold.
After this, I will never get another comment. Holmes.
Here you go, dude.
Jonathan Lee Riches. This message is for dictator Adolf and James Holmes. I love you guys. I love you guys to death, and this is what I want to do to you guys. Use your imagination.
Yeah, no thanks. But you couldn't have left a better comment, because I literally made a video about that, and I'm going to tag JLR. And to my subscribers, all the weirdos are going to come in the comments, and they're going to instantly start like defending him and talking shit to me. But there's going to be a few that watch to listen to like what I'm trying to say, and they're going to be like, holy shit, I was supporting a dude that wants to suck Adolf Hitler off. And then they're going to say that he has a past and he's made mistakes. Like, I care about him going to jail. Him having a drug problem or going to jail has nothing to do with wanting to suck Adolf Hitler off. I think there's a little difference between the two, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the only reason I bring any of that up is because another contradiction in this case, right? You have some moron like the dude that came into my chat just now who is like, yes, YouTube 2026 is a great feature. I support guys that suck off Adolf Hitler. So one of these type of people decided to order a pizza to the Guthrie house. Now, at first when I saw this, I was like, this is kind of interesting because it kind of shows how bad the sheriff's office sucks. But at the same time, there was some Karen who had her dog there, and the dog is shitting and pissing and she's yelling at the cops and all this. So I thought about it, like, what's the difference? Like, why does the pizza guy is going right to the front door? He could be stepping up. He could be stepping on all type of DNA samples and all type. We know they pulled DNA out of there. So which fucking the crime scene up is worse? Oh, wait a minute. We like JLR, so that one's okay. But the lady with the lady with the shitty dog, that one's bad. No. It's all dumb. If we know the sheriff office sucks balls and there's a massive ego problem and a conflict of interest already, then why would you further fuck it up? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. But so I made a video on that. We're gonna drop it later. It's just comical. Did that guy leave it? No comments from that guy, did he? I guarantee. Did he leave? You gotta love it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. I don't even know what flag that is. What is that? Red, yellow, blue. Somebody says that's comical. Correct, Chai. JLR is a weirdo. Yeah, there's a lot of people who like that shit. I don't know. And that is like one of the videos. It's crazy. Like, that dude has a very weird. He does weird ass shit. Like, listen, I'm way too invested in the Epstein files to be watching any guy sniff panties publicly. It's weird. I'm not saying he's in the files, but what I'm saying is the dude got a police report done on him in the Murdaugh case, right? He almost got arrested covering the Summer Wells case. I know that because I specifically talked to the parents, right? But the dude is just a complete scumbag. Matter of fact, he doubled back down and went and knocked on. Could you imagine, like, on a Sunday right now, it's a beautiful day, right? You're in your hotel room and some fucking idiot YouTuber is knocking on the door. Like, it would never happen. I would literally go, oh, I'm so happy that Florida has to stand your ground. I would literally end his little everything. Like, it wouldn't even be like, it would just be over for him. Like, it would just be over for him. Like, there'd be no more. And, I'm just, and make no mistake, we're going to see that happen with one of these YouTubers. Like, it's crazy, right? Or imagine this. Imagine you are driving down 95 and an 18-wheeler slams in front of you and you crash. Your wife is dead. You got your wife in the passenger seat and she is now dead. And you don't know what the fuck to do, but you have some little elf running towards you with a live stream saying, I think it's Nancy Guthrie. I think it's Nancy Guthrie. And are you the guy they're looking for? Are you the guy on the camera? Are you the guy on the camera? Are you him? Again, another situation where you take your gun and you end his life. You end him right there. There's no more life. There's no more turtles. He's dead. This would be me in any of these situations. And let's keep it real. They all know that. But it's crazy to watch. It is wild, man. It's crazy. That had me fooled, somebody said. So I'm sorry to, I'm not really sorry to inform you, but I'm happy to bring the awareness. He's definitely afraid of mosquitoes. The mannequin? Well, right off, jailer, and tell him to fuck off. The parents of Summer, you mean the main suspects and their disappearance. Mike Stevens, you came back to say something about Summer Wells. I did not see your comment about the video I showed you of the guy sucking off the soda bottle, wishing that it was Adolf Hitler. But again, you're fake news because they're not suspects. Now, they're not cleared, but they're not suspects. I know that all these tragedy pimps have told you that Summer Wells' parents have magically killed her and all these ridiculous conspiracy theories. And I know you're a true crime fan. And I know that you also don't have a brain because the FBI has all their data. They've been on many panels, drunk, wasted. You think they'd slip up maybe once? So you mean some hillbillies from the mountains are smarter than every YouTuber and like 4 different police forces? Is that what you're telling me? The people that I know. You're telling me that they have like the IQ of a fucking gnat combined, but they're smarter than the FBI. You're a complete moron. And I'm not even like friendly with them anymore. There's no incentive for me to like stick up for them. But you're just like very stuck on stupid. Could you please leave a comment about the sucking of Hitler, please? I want to share thoughts about that. I would like you to explain how that is okay. Please. You don't want to talk about that, do you? Woohoo! Yeah, guys, but it's crazy. That sheriff, though, he's a piece of shit, man. I don't know what type of power struggle, like, why would you have a power struggle? It's weird, man. And then he put that, everybody knows the DNA, the FBI's lab, with it Quantico, whatever it's called, that's where you want to have stuff. This guy put the shit all the way to Florida, and then he's like withholding stuff, and he's saying some really dumb things. It's just not looking good. You know what I mean? It's just not looking good. It looks like whoever said, I don't know if it's a home invasion gone bad, or maybe they really did try to get some ransom, but I don't think she's alive, y'all. It's common sense, man. You can have hope and faith, and you should. Just because I think it doesn't mean you should.
But if she's 84 years old, you have to just continue to think about your grandma in this situation. You got to remember, they didn't take the meds. There's blood. You don't think they were like nice to her, were you? You know, it's not good. Where did Steven go? JLR hooked up with Bullhorn Betty. Yeah, and then, like, the only thing I give, of course, I'm responsible for whatever happened to Summer, whether it was an incident or not. Yeah, but you're saying that they're the main suspects. So, listen, I know I've been giving you a hard, I know I've been giving you a hard time, Mike, and it's not anything personal. I'm just trying to I'm trying to bring awareness of who you support, right? If you think that video of him sucking the Hitler bottle is the only video out there, you're crazy. The dude is a legit weirdo. And the difference between you and me is I actually know that person. And if you don't believe that, type in Gabby Petito. You'll see us together. And there's a reason I like to expose him, because I know his true colors and what he's really trying to do on this internet with these cases, right? I know what he's doing, right? I also I know how he is, and I know his little feminine ways, and I know he's just like, in my opinion, he's not a man, right? And these are conversations that I've had with him, falling out with him, stuff I haven't even brought to the internet. Like, if I really wanted to, I think his phone number is still in my phone. So this is what I'm trying to tell people who subscribe to JLR, right? It's like, and I hate arguing with the internet, because the internet has blind loyalty, and they'll be like, oh, JLR, oh, it's an AI video you made, or you don't know him. And it's like, no, you don't know him, and I do. And it's weird, right? It's like, why am I wasting my time trying to argue with these people, right? But at some point, I'm just trying to give you awareness, right? And that's it, man. And you can call the parents of Summerwell suspects if you want. You're free to do that with your free speech. But at the end of the day, they're not cleared, but they're not main suspects. That is something JLR is using to manipulate you to click on his video. I mean, come on. You gotta be a little smart and have a little bit of brain when it comes to these people, right? The average person watching the Nancy Guthrie shit should have enough sense, right, to be like, holy shit, even the media is clickbaiting these stories. Even the media is starting to use this and exploit it for ad revenue and for commercials, right? So if you think a major news organization, right, if you're smart enough to recognize that that all of these major news organizations are doing this, what do you think the average YouTuber is going to do? Think about it. They get ad revenue, they get donations, there's monetary value behind it. So do you really think that people are giving you the truth? Or do you think they're winding you in for your attention, because that's all this app is? The more views that I get, the more attention that I get, the more ad revenue behind it, maybe the access for a super chat or so. You gotta really, and then again, I'm showing you a video of a guy sucking off Adolf Hitler, pretending the soda bottle is his penis. Do you think that guy gives a flying fuck about Nancy Guthrie? I mean, come on, dude. This shit is crazy. Like, this shit is literally crazy to me. I'm going to start doing YouTube lessons. YouTube lessons to the old and helpless, to the blind and loyal. YouTube lessons to the fucking... Ah!
Oh, yeah, he is right. He had another channel with disgusting videos. It was called, oh, absolutely great comment, Shelley. That's absolutely right. I wish I could pin this. Actually, I can. Hold on. Absolutely I can. So that pinned comment is going to tell you a channel who has been watching this weirdo since before he sucked off Hitler, since before the panty sniffing, since before all the weird shit, when he had the ex-girlfriend that you don't know about with the restraining orders and all that weird history. Matter of fact, to the dude, I forget your name, so you do realize that there is an ex-girlfriend of his that is telling people, never mind. I think I've given you enough history and enough awareness on the guy, but you should go to that channel and that pinned comment, and you should look at those videos yourself. And then you should make your decision. And then you should probably inform yourself. But what I would strongly recommend you do is stop repeating the same talking points that he does. Because when you come into someone like my chat and you repeat that, I see him. And then I have to put you out in front of the whole crowd and belittle you because you just don't understand the whole history here. And to your point, and to your credit, you probably floated from Facebook, you're interested in the case, and you're following all the channels. And that's not your fault by any chance. But you should be thanking me that I'm informing you of who you're supporting. That's it. You shouldn't be mad at me right now. All right. Enough of that weirdo. But yeah, guys, it's crazy. White boy, nice to see you. What's happening? Note to self. Just a girl who loves Jesus. What's happening? Grifting, YouTube lessons. He's right. Total attention whores. See, look at the chat. Exactly. But yeah, where is Magnolia, by the way? Don't know. I do find it funny that Betty's trying to cover the case too. Listen, guys, I'm just going to come on here and go live and tell y'all what's happening. Shelby, 15 months strong in the house, and tell y'all, you know, what's going on. I'm not going to clickbait y'all and drag y'all into listen, there's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? We're all waiting. But it is kind of comical to watch Betty cover this because this is a rare chance that we get to see. She can't control herself not to cover it. She has to cover it, right? She has to get some views off this, right? So she can't just like push it to the side. So she's forced to deal with both ex-boyfriends in one spot, right? And it's been utterly fucking comical on the commentary of her, right? She's forced to give some JLR some credit. I saw her do. It was like she's gritting her teeth trying to do it. But it's very comical, right? And for once, like, why didn't she go? Did she not? She didn't get enough money off her subs to go to the state of New Mexico? Like anybody needs money for their subscribers. It's called Car and Drive. But I guess she didn't raise enough, huh? Yeah, pretty comical. Someone says you can see the jealousy coursing from her pores. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I saw some clips on X. What's up, Stacia? What's happening? Hi, thanks for the info. Learning a lot. You just made my day, ma'am. You just made my day. It's what I do it for. I'm a different type of channel. I cover these things too, but I also try to bring awareness on these shitheads because and maybe I don't put it out for everybody. I'm definitely not for everybody. And I'm blunt in a way. Sometimes I get frustrated because you could only tell people so much, you know. And there is blind loyalty on YouTube. You know, it's weird. It's a weird thing. I don't know how like safe that is for like society. I don't know how like, you know, you should know like who you're supporting. You should know like who is telling you the truth. You should support, you know, people who don't have like a Nazis for moderators and erase everything, right? Open discussion, right? It's what I don't like to see on YouTube is the blind loyalty, the lack of awareness, and the cult-like echo chambers that get built. It's very weird, right? It's very, and listen, you know, to be honest, man, I guess I play a part in that as well, but I try not to. I've tried, anybody I've called out for the scamming, I've tried to like, you know, go on their panels or whatever.
it just doesn't exist, right? So, you know, it's very weird, right? I don't know how to explain it. I just don't know how good for society that is. Like, if we all just like go to these like subcultures of, it's not good. Like, it's good to disagree with people. It's healthy. Like, it's, even if you don't like the person, I don't know how to explain it. I appreciate the truth for once. It's scary how people can portray themselves or sound normal to me. Your soul is too honest for this shit. You're right. You're right. You really are right about that, Stacia. You really are right about that. Listen, I built a channel just, you know, I keep it real, man. Even my haters know I'm real. That's why they don't respond. But the thing is, right, it's kind of sucks. Like, you don't think, like, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Do you guys honestly think, I'm going on like 22,000 subscribers, which is decent. It's decent, right? And I'm proud of that, right? But do you honestly think, like, I don't think about, maybe I should do with these, maybe I should start doing this shit. Maybe I should start clickbaiting and just, you know, you guys, if you support me, you know I can keep a straight face. Like, if you know anything, I can keep a straight face. So, like, I can, like, do the same, like, try to be like very serious. I can really sell it down the line, right? And I can start doing the same shit. And I guarantee if I did that, this channel would like double probably in a couple weeks' time, you know? But I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm not gonna say that it's not, I've not thought about that before, because I look at all these analytics. And I also say that because there is so many people watching this video, and I realize I'm not talking about Nancy Guthrie, so I'm going to wrap this up here in a minute, but there's so many people watching this video that don't really understand how the deep inside of YouTube works, right? And it's, you know, it is about putting listen, it's very simple. It's an easy method. Clickbait a title, get a nice fancy thumbnail on there, right? And then just sell it, right? And you got to think about going viral. What does going viral mean? It's very easy. It's emotions. Every viral video that you've ever seen, somebody's yelling at somebody, somebody's fighting, somebody's crying, somebody's celebrating, having a baby. These things go viral, right? And if you understand the methods of this, it's easy for somebody to abuse it. Maybe somebody who's been to prison for a decade for, I don't know, fraud and scamming. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Right? Do you get it? History lessons with YouTube with Whiteboy, right? I'm sorry, not history. YouTube lessons with Whiteboy. Do you get it? You see how frustrating it is to call out blatant, like, pieces of shit people who are using you, and people just don't pay attention. It's just like, I don't know what to tell people sometimes. But anyway, back to the case. What do you guys think about it? Truthfully, your words spoken will get you further, just like you have been doing. Oh, I'm not complaining about it at all. I'm happy about it. I love my channel. I love chopping it up with you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I love making you guys laugh. I like my little community that I've built. But I also like bringing awareness to this stuff, man. You know what I mean? And it needs to be done, you know? It needs to be done. There's going to be people that, listen, there's going to be people who, at the end of the day, this is how YouTube works, right? At some point, this is how YouTube works, right? And I'm just like dead set on this, right? You could have, literally, you could tell somebody, you could show receipts on shit, you could expose people, because it's coming from you who they dislike. Even though there's receipts of what you're saying, people will ignore all that and just continue to blindly support whoever you may be exposing, right? Or blowing the whistle on, or calling out, right? And they'll completely ignore it, right?
And then they come like years later, months later, man, you were right about everything. I finally sent out for myself. Okay, that's cool. I get the emails, right? But it's just like, why did it take so long though? Like, I don't get it. Like, did I present the receipts like the wrong way? Did I say it in Spanish? Like, why now? You never get the answers. But it goes even further. Like, and I think like literally there could be somebody in the Epstein files with massive receipts behind, and people will still support that person. It's crazy. Not me. I'm done with it. If you're a shitty person, I'm just done with it. Like, that's just how I am. But I'm way different than I think a lot of people on the internet. And that's just what I have noticed doing this thing. I've noticed a lot of weird trends. I noticed a lot of weird things. And a lot of shit doesn't make any sense to me. But it is what it is. No problem, Shelly. But yeah, man, it's crazy. The dude, the sheriff, he ain't worth a shit. Power struggle. All we got is waiting on some DNA. I don't know what's going to happen with these guys. Anybody know what's going on with those guys? They got the 3 guys detained. I heard something. This can't be right. When they did that raid, did somebody off themselves? I saw something on Twitter that I don't even know if that's true. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's wild. Really wild. There's nothing. They released. Oh, they did finally release them. Didn't know that. Chai coming through. So they released all of them. Damn, they really have nobody in this case, guys. And then, like I said, that sheriff's telling himself. He's telling the reporters that he has nothing. He's basically saying the public. And the worst thing about this whole thing, and let's keep it real. Like, forget about YouTubers. The media you get an update every 10 seconds. You know, great, right? It's great. But the guy, whoever this is, the dudes, the organization, the single man, whoever the bad guy is, he's watching all this shit. He's watching all the retired detectives. He's watching all the retired FBI agents. He's watching the breaking news. So, you know, he's I don't know how good that is. You know, I don't know how good that is. This is an eye-opening for me. For one time, you see nothing but like updates every 10 seconds, which is great for them, right? But there's all these families, the indigenous people, black missing families, and it's true, they don't get the same attention. They don't. It's not even a debate, right? It's not fair to say that. They don't. But it's like, I have to think to myself, like, holy shit, she's getting all this attention and nothing. So I don't even know what it means to have nonstop attention. I don't even know if it's a thing. You know, it's weird. It's very weird to see nothing happen. She's 84 years old. They arrested, and everybody they've detained, it's all been right there. Those guys were 2 miles away. The first guy wasn't too far away either. Man, that dude's got to be in Mexico, y'all. He's got to be in Mexico. Got to be. You can't take Guthrie anywhere. You know what? They can't pull over and let her go into the gas station to take a leak if she's got to go potty. Hell no. This is everywhere. The dude is in all the way. Got to be in Mexico. He's got to be, man. And I'm starting not to trust the TMZ dude either. That guy's got to be making shit up. They released all of them. A couple reports said something. He offed himself. Then story disappeared. Yes, I saw that too. Teresa Unfiltered. So here's what I saw. Okay, I know I'm not crazy. So when they raided the people's house, there was some shit on Twitter saying that they detained 2 guys, then they got the other guy from the traffic stop, but when they raided the house, one dude offed himself. So that was making me think, like, this has got to have something to do with it. You know, somebody was probably like, I'm not going to prison for the rest of my life, boom. But it's got to be fake news. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't want to get deported. Maybe he was an illegal. Who knows?
Oh, makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. It's wild. They released them all. I get you. I always have. I appreciate it. That's good. That's good to know. And have a summer live. Is it summertime? Is it summertime? I don't even know. It's always summer in Florida. Look. That's my Sunday afternoon. Nice and windy here. Dolly made up the self-harm. Oh, no way. Man, that's wild. He did? Is that before or after he saw the dead body? What a piece of shit. So he made that up? They were on a 24-hour hold detainer and released with no charges. Maybe sheriff wouldn't know. That is wild. Oh, okay, so he said it on a live and somebody... And then it was just going around on X. Interesting. People are mad at YouTube. I don't know. Is there more, what other bloggers are out there? I saw something on X. I reposted it. They're talking about like TikTokers, YouTubers, everybody out there. But like so many people have been doxxed in this case. So many things have been tampered with. This misinformation is from people being out there. And it is like the media calling it out. It's on my Twitter. I don't know who's all out there. But here's what I'll tell you, man. I've been out in this shit before. Listen, and this is what I'm saying, right? And I really want people to understand this, right? Please take anything I said on this live, take what I'm about to say right now at face value because it's all truth, right? I can show you analytically, I can however you want it, right? When I went out to the Gabby Petito case, it was a huge case to cover, right? I didn't fully know how big the case was until I went out there. And like I never had like 700 people subscribe in one day, 1,000 people subscribe in one day. I'm like, holy shit, the views up the ass, right? Because I was out there covering it, right? And look, for the time I known those assholes, Betty and JLR and all them, we did pretty good together as a collective team, right? But make no mistake, there was no like direction, there was no lead. We got lucky. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? But what I'm telling you is, people go out here to cover these cases because they're big. People get interested, invested in them, and they want to like nonstop. You know, they want nonstop. And they have faith that these people are going to do stuff, whatever. But what I'm going to tell you is, there's probably some things that I did wrong. When I was in the woods, I found a piece of a shirt and I picked it up. You know, I shouldn't have done that. That could have had evidence and all types of stuff all over it, right? You know, when the FBI was out here, I'll show you. I'll show you something, as a matter of fact. When the FBI was out here, they dropped this. I was live, I picked it up. They dropped this, it's a dustpan, right? Come off the FBI, they had a big bunker, a muddy bunkie, right? It says it says FGCUHITA. I don't know, Google it, right? It come off like their buggy because it was all swampy out there, right? And I picked it up, right? Is a dustpan gonna, is that gonna contaminate a crime scene? I doubt it, right? I saw it fall off and I was behind them, right? But my point is, like, there's shit out there that I'm just some fucking dumbass with a camera, right? And I don't regret nothing, and I don't. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I never went to no classes. I didn't know what I was really doing out there, right? And it's not really responsible. What if that shirt was Gabby's or something like that, right? And I'm like a dumbass. I'm picking it up, right? What if Then I remember going back out to the area where Brian Laundrie offed himself at, right? And I remember it because I'm good with Florida woods and stuff, but I could tell that the feds spray painted little markers, orange markers in the grass and stuff, right? And I peeped it, right? And I remember the area, I remember the exact trail. So I remember going back out there. I forget why I did, but it was after the case had been, but I remember walking over it, and I'm like, I remember telling myself, like, dude, you got to get out of here. Like, what if you're stepping on, like, you got to stop this. Like, this is not, like, it hit me. I'm like, you should not be doing this. Like, and I stopped live, and I went home, because I'm like, I could be trampling over, like, literally, like, a dead humanes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're still investigating that shit or not, but I'm like a dumbass out there. And it's just like, this shit happens, is what I'm trying to say, right? But the meat potatoes of me telling y'all this is, don't think for 1 second, right, that I didn't recognize 1,000 subscribers, 700 subscribers in one day, right? And some people, and this is all I'm saying, right? Some people that I was actually with on this same case decided to make a career out of this, right? To make a career out of this, and just focus on that jump, right? Which, okay, you can look at it either way. Okay, so they want to grow their channel, you might be saying, right? But I don't know, man. How many times are the police gonna get called? The Murdoch case, the Wells. It's just like, you got to do it responsible, is all I'm saying, man. And nobody that I was out there with, no Dolly Vision, no TikToker, nobody knows really what to do if they were to come up on Nancy Guthrie. Like, there's literal things that the police do. If they were walking in the desert right now and they found Nancy Guthrie just laying out there, they're not going to just call Brianette and say, hey, we got her. No, they have like protocols and shit to preserve evidence and all that. So it's irresponsible to, you got to know. And I've thought about all this shit, you know what I'm saying? I've always said, maybe I'll go out if it's a big case, and maybe I will, but I will do it way different, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that shit. But people don't care. People don't care. In today's world, they want the news. They're invested. They're like, fuck yeah, man. Go contaminate the crime scene. Fuck yeah, man. Show us a dead body. Fuck yeah, man. We're in it. So it is like, how do you win that war? You can't. It's these things that we're on, like, and we can't put them down. Like, they have our attention, and like, we should be doing other shit. So I'm gonna go do other shit, y'all. Until the next one.